I'm Abong.
I'm Sonia.
And I'm Kate.
And today we're dishing with you from Renaissance DuPont Hotel, which is located at 1143 New Hampshire Avenue Northwest. And I love these bacon sliders and pear and pork and
Because it's Pear Month, and the Renaissance Hotel is celebrating Pear Month with a little bit of bacon.
so speaking of bacon.
If you're going to celebrate. Yeah, speaking of bacon, our guest is musician Chris Styles Bacon. Now, tell us a little bit about your music. Tell us, the feeling of bacon.
Is it smooth like bacon?
Well,
Saucy.
not quite. It's not bad for
Crispy.
you. Anymore.
It's not bad for you. Good, I like that.
So I call it progressive hip hop music. Hip hop because of the lyrics and the message conveyed through the rhymes. And also like human beatbox I put in there, like all that type of stuff we mix into there. And then the progressive aspects is me taking different things from different culture, like live string quartet, live horn section, a little didgeridoo maybe, and mixing all these things into the music to educate folks about like different cultures.
So you're not using, I guess when I think of hip hop music, I'm not thinking about all of those different types of instruments. Is that why it's new and different?
Well, nothing's new under the sun, though. But the reason why it's different is, I guess so, because like with hip hop, it's built on using earlier compositions through sampling through records. And instead of like looping it back and forth, I self-study music theory and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, that's in like A minor, and that's a jazz chord. So we could just arrange that, and then we have them hit that twice, and then like that. So I apply like music theory to the hip hop, and instead of sampling, we do it all live and avoid copyright infringement.
So do you? It's cheaper. So do you have backing band with you? Very similar to the Roots, or do you work with different musicians depending on the vibe you're feeling?
I have a core group of cats that I love to work with that are like close friends and stuff of mine. But it's like I function as a business. I have personnel that rotates in and out. Like, I'm like, okay, cool, I might need flugelhorn for this show, so let's find a flugelhorn player.
Of course.
I don't even know what a flugelhorn is.
What is a flugelhorn?
Really?
Flugelhorn is, Chuck Mangione?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, he plays flugelhorn. It's like the trumpet,
don't
but
know
it's
what
a
it
little
is.
bit bigger and has a smoother sound.
So you have this. You clearly have a background in music. This isn't just sort of making stuff up as you go along. Where'd you get your training?
Well, I don't have any training. I went to Duke Ellington School of Arts. My high
that's
school.
training.
That's a performing arts school here.
But I went there for visual arts.
But I think you still pick it up, right?
I picked it up by hanging out in the hallway on the third floor where the musicians were like, and then going to the library, cracking open books, listening to music, and just building it up, hanging out, asking a lot of questions.
So you really are local. How do you use that local influence in your songs?
Well, I love some go-go music, like
we
like Chuck
go.
Brown and stuff like
That's
that.
the answer I
Go-go
was
music.
Who doesn't like go-go music? Like,
I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
Yeah, I don't like go-go music. I'm not from
well,
here. I'm not.
You listen to Chuck Brown?
The DC lottery commercials. That's about it.
Listen to it. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got the go-go.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes
I've
an
heard
old
that.
jazz
I've heard that.
standard.
Yeah.
Don't mean a thing. And then it mixes, and then over top of this, what we call a pocket, which is the. And then congas, and so these are this is polyrhythm. It has call and response. Like I say something, you repeat after me or something as a method to keep the crowd involved. So these interactive shows, instead of just like, that's kind of catchy, you know what I'm saying? So I use those type of things, like those type of rhythmic arrangements and stuff like that. Those call and response just to make that connection with the audience instead of just like TV, And so that plays a heavy influence on my music as well.
And so you were nominated for a Grammy. What were you nominated for a Grammy for, and how'd that feel?
Okay. So another facet of me as a progressive hip hop artist is I want to connect with different cultures and bring them together. So people from around my way in Southeast DC probably never heard of like folk music and banjo. So it's like, oh yeah, let me introduce you to that. And so with this collaboration, I collaborated with a folk duo, and that plays banjo, and they're like 55, I'm 24, and two totally different neighborhoods and backgrounds. And we came together to produce an album called Banjo to Beatbox, and it was actually a children's album.
Oh, wow.
And so it got nominated for a Grammy this year. But
That's so cool. That's so cool how you
thank you.
can bring not only race, you brought different music genres, age as well, and just different music styles together in order to, and it's funny how you get recognized for that.
Oh yeah.
So is that your favorite collaboration?
My favorite collaboration thus far. Yeah, man, it's been a cool adventure. I've always, at first I used to be around kids like, oh my God, get him. I can't understand them. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like, you know, and I was like, okay, cool. Now, you know, now I'm more comfortable with kids. So it kind of like helped me as far as like development of myself. You know what I'm saying?
What would be your dream collaboration then?
My dream collaboration will be to mix together hip hop and Indian classical music with sitar, veena, tabla, and stuff like that. You know, just mix all those together organically. I mean, you heard like some stuff when they take some Indian stuff and then mix it over top of a hip hop beat. But we're talking about like live arrangements, different time signatures and stuff. Just mixing all that together.
Is mixing of the heritage like that, is that the trend in music now?
Well, so everybody's like this, you know,
Yeah,
it's the melting
everybody's-
pot of America.
Yeah,
so-
everybody's getting into it, and
I've
it's
seen
cool
that.
because I mean, culture and tradition needs to be preserved. Very true. But also, this collaboration, these mashes and mix-ups together are cool for breaking down that barrier between, you know, like race, culture, and all that stuff, and class and stuff. And you be like, okay, so you can understand like each other just on a human level, you know what I'm saying, and knock down stereotypes, things like
musicality.
that. Yeah, and
Were
music.
were you one of those kids who was always making sounds and making their own music? And
Oh yes, I used to bang on the tables.
Nowadays,
It's,
they put us in timeout for stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I used to bang on time. I mean, I used to get a rulers in the hand for that one. But now I play West African djembe drum, so I use the same technique. I used to go around the house doing. So my mom told me it was beatboxing, and I said,
so how
No.
can we beatbox? Because I think every time I make some sort of sound like that, I think is sort of cool.
I think
and
I
hip,
want to see you try this right
Well,
now.
it's all the different. It all sounds the same. So how do you sort of
"How you?
find your
Okay.
voice?
Well, first of all, you gotta put your hand right here so you don't get spit on your friends. This is how you be a human beatboxer and keep your friends.
this.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you don't want that. That's the pear bacon jump off right there. You don't want that to go down. Okay, preservation of the food. So what you do is you do the P sound like that.
Okay.
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 Neither
now
one of
do
us
that.
have it.
Oh, that's more like get on the horse.
Like clock.
I got it. Hey, Mom,
Hi-hat
try it.
sound. T.
No.
I'm willing to do
Down
this.
like this.
Awesome.
I'm gonna be in your band. I'll be in the collaboration.
She's gonna be. in the
Hey man, we
band.
need a triangle player too. You know.
Unfortunately, we have run out of time. But guys, you guys keep beatboxing. We're gonna get to these pear and blue cheese and bacon
Happy
sliders.
Pear Month.
Happy Pear Month. Come on down to the Renaissance and check it out. And thank you for checking us out on this episode of The District Dish.